Western civilization was created in medieval Europe.
Our ancestors lived in towns and villages we live in today, many of them in the shadow of churches.
The medieval world is supremely important if we want to understand our own origins.
The terms Middle Ages and medieval period are used to describe Europe between the fall of Rome in 4076 AD and the discovery of the New World in 1492.
In medieval Europe, life was governed by a system called feudalism. Three primary elements characterized feudalism: lords, vassals, fiefs.
Under the feudal system, all lands in the kingdom belonged to the king. He parceled out large estates of fiefs to great lords in exchange for the military and political support.
Thus was formed a network where everyone owed allegiance to the king and their immediate superior. This strict hierarchy was appointed for them by God, as the church was taught. What is more, bishops and abbots were also capable of acting as lords.
They parceled out smaller parcels to lesser lords on similar terms. The junior party in a feudal arrangement was known as a vassal.
A vassal held land, a fief, from a lord, but was not necessarily a minor figure. Everyone in the feudal system below the king was a vassal, even the greatest lords in the land.
In 1131, the Archbishop of Salzburg, Conrad I, had the destroyed castle in Ptuj rebuilt. The governance of his border fortress in Ptuj was entrusted to his ministerial Friedrich. Friedrich, who was probably from Bavaria, took on the name of the castle, Friedrich, Lord of Ptuj. A castle was a large organization with a lot of people and a lot of things that needed to be done. This was accomplished with a well-organized system and hierarchy of power and responsibility. At the top of this hierarchy was the lord of the castle and his lady.
The powers of the lord of the castle were political, judicial, fiscal, and included defense of his territory.
The lady of the castle was served by ladies-in-waiting and chambermaids. She spent much of her day overseeing the work of servants.
Soldiers were needed to provide a castle garrison. Individual members included the knights, the squires, a porter, guards, watchmen, and men-at-arms. The chief outdoor occupation was weapons training and fighting. To play a great game was their description of a battle.
Young pages came to the castle at the age of 7 to learn religion, music, dance, reading, and writing. At the age of 14, young boys became squires, and the Lord placed them under the guidance of a knight, who would teach them about chivalry, how to wield a sword, how to ride a horse, and go into battle. A squire's goal was knighthood, which was achieved at the age of 21. Knights of the 13th century wore chainmail and plate helmets to protect them from battle. Here we have a 13th century knight in full armor, ready for battle. He is wearing a pot helm, which protects the entire face. He is wearing a chainmail coif, as well as a mail shirt. He is also wearing mail gauntlets, and he is equipped with a sword and shield. Here we have a lightly armored knight who is wearing an open-faced Norman-style helmet and a chainmail coif. He also has a spear and a sword.
The marshal was in charge of the stables. Friedrich V of Ptuj engaged an important army of knights to fight alongside with King Rudolf of Habsburg in the famous battle on the Marchfeld on the 26th of August 1278, for which he was largely awarded by the king. The food was generally healthy, what we now describe as organic. Between 10 in the morning and noon, dinner was served. This was the main meal of the day and often consisted of 3 courses, followed by entertainment.
The knights, the lord, the king. Haven't we forgotten to mention the largest group?
They were peasants and serfs.
A medieval serf worked his lord's land and paid him certain dues in return for the use of land.
The dues were usually in the form of labor of the lord's land. Medieval serfs were expected to work for approximately 3 days each week on the lord's land. Serfs also had to make payments, mostly in grain, honey, eggs, and other products.
In 1230, Methildes of Ptui, the widow of Friedrich III, founded the Dominican monastery in Ptui. The lords of Ptui kept their archives and family tomb in the monastery. Friedrich V of Ptui had the Minaret monastery built.
Frančiškovi bratje Minorite so na Ptuj prišli leta 1239, tako nekako predvidevajo zgodovinarji, ki so se ukvarjali z zgodovino našega samostana. Lahko rečemo, da je to zelo hitro, kajti sveti Frančišek Asiški, naš ustanovitelj, je umrl šele leta 1226. Gotovo, da gre velika zasluga za prihod bratov Minoritov na Ptuj prav ptujskim gospodom, ki so to omogočili že dominikancem 9 let predtem. Naši bratje so se naselili na tem mestu, kot predvidevajo, je tukaj stala kapelica svetega Petra in Pavla, ki je bila takrat izven mestnega obzidja. Frančiškovi bratje so namreč vedno bili med preprostimi, skromnimi ljudmi, skupaj z njimi živeli, skupaj z njimi delali in jim oznanjali evangelij Božje kraljestvo. Kako je zgodovina nekako predvideva in kolikor je mogoče raziskati, so ob tej kapelici na tem mestu postavili dokaj hitro tudi prvo cerkev. Gotska cerkev bi naj stala približno v letih 1260, najpozneje pa 1300 dograjena. O tem, da je na tem mestu takrat stala že cerkev, nam pričata dve stvari, ki sta še danes ohranjeni. Eno so freske, ki so bile najdene, in sicer freska svetega Frančiška Asiškega in Križanega, za kateri strokovnjaki predvidevajo, da sta nastali gotovo pred letom 1300. Drugo pa je kip Marije, tako imenovane ptujske minoritske Madone, ki je prav tako iz leta 1260, morda iz leta 1300. Gre za gotski kip, ki ima neprecenljivo vrednost in še ga danes hranimo v našem samostanu. Lahko rečemo, da za prihod minoritov na Ptuj in njihovo življenje, delo in gradnjo samostana in cerkve imajo največjo zaslugo prav ptujski gospodje. Bernard Ptujski je tako, lahko rečemo, najbolj zaslužen, kajti s svojimi darovnicami in tudi svojo oporoko, ki je pozneje zapisal, je omogočil temu samostanu, da je se lahko razvijal, da je lahko rastel, in ker so bratje minorite po smrti ptujskih gospodov dobili kar precej premoženja, naj bo tukaj na Ptuju in pa v okolici. Nahajamo se v knjižnici minoritskega samostana. Gre za eno najdragocenejših knjižnic v Sloveniji. Namreč tukajšnja knjižnica ima približno 6000 knjig. Lahko rečemo, da so nekatere zelo dragocene. Najstarejše dokumente, ki jih knjižnica hrani, lahko rečemo, da jih imamo z 9. in 10. stoletja. Gre za 3 fragmente, ki so se ohranili do današnjega časa. Knjižnica ima tudi zelo dragoceno knjigo, namreč Novi testament ali Nova zaveza v slovenskem jeziku, ki jo je ustvaril Primož Trubar. V knjižnici imamo veliko knjig, ki so v povprečju stare 300 let. Med njimi so nekatere znamenite tudi po svojih platnicah, ki so ohranjene, veliko starejše ali tudi lesene platnice, ki jih imajo knjige. Gotovo, da knjižnica hrani veliko verskih knjig, naj bo to svetopismo, naj bodo druge liturgične knjige, molitveniki, ampak v naši knjižnici imamo zraven tega tudi knjige iz drugih področij, naj bo to pravo, naj bo to zgodovina, matematika, fizika, filozofija, psihologija, umetnost in še nekatera druga področja so pokrita. Tako da lahko rečemo, da pokriva vse vsebine.
The last lord of Ptuj, Friedrich IX, died in 1438 and was buried in the Dominican monastery in Ptuj.